crazy. Go crazy.
Put it up after this play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Oh my God.
And they work this well upfield. Just 3 catches in the wild card form a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Why you guys laughing at my face? What's wrong? Dude, I've been saying pussy too much lately, man. I never said that before I met you. Wake up, pussy! That is consistent thing that is a dick pic. Am I happy? Nah, you're so happy for that one.
And he got the ball back. Losing yardage on the play back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy.
Extra
beef, they want to run the football. That means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
$1 million house, my $1 million kind of high.
Oh, wow. I already know how this game gonna go.
Turn out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun is Eason. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm getting very lucky there with the money. Looted the roof already of the big main.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
I think I got enough now. I can buy it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another day.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just at 24 for a gain of 4.
The 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Ellie right here. One guy in the
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Colts will go on points here. First and 10.
Nothing. Yeah, they parked the hell. Yeah, the dirt mound. On top white as well.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they have to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. And put some points on the board on this one.
Yeah. You got it. Want to go for these? Yeah.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
I don't see him. Yep.
Now again, right side. It's Hines. Taking it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through
I gotta play it up first.
Zip a lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Eason. He finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I'll switch.
My food, my Taco Bell is here.
Ready? Second PD, all second PD.
Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Okay. Got all the kills, I think, right? Let's go. I have so much money, bro. You gotta take some of those.
Eason gonna throw it out of the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it started short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
I don't see why they just lost the zip unless it's that ready. At least I'm not complete other side. I'll heartbeat it first. I'll drop all my money, honestly, before I go up.
From the gun, Eason.
Oh, chill.
Yeah, I'm not going to drop all my money.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, bro, I was trying to get some time, man. I was trying to get some time. Oh, I need to get my Taco Bell.
Go ahead.
Oh, the guy, I don't kick this.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately
Sounds good.
Things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven?
Cool.
They got closer to their goal line. Things slipped a little bit and forced the field goal.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Crossing about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Where's my drink? No drink. Gotcha. Oh shit, you paused for me? You paused for me? Bro, they didn't give me a fucking Baja Blast, dog.
Damn. That sucks.
I was looking forward to that shit too. Now I gotta get straight this fucking kiwi strawberries on. I was expecting the fucking Baja Blast. I'm good, whatever.
I bet.
I'm gonna take the bite out of this fucking taco now. Here you go, vibes. Is this the burrito? That is the burrito. Okay. Put that shit back in the bag.
I got some homemade tacos downstairs.
You ever try homemade dish?
Yeah. It's kind of fire.
AFC Championship round.
Come on.
Pickup of 8 leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second and 2.
Oh no.
Oh, that did not work.
I think I hit his leg.
Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
Couldn't hit that dog on 2.5 seconds.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. He will not escape, and that is not gonna get it done. The defense stiffens to force fourth down following that first down gain of 8. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that drive starts with a completion out to the right, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
What the?
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them. They don't like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Chiefs nothing.
First and 10, Eason. He's going to walk one, deep left side here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense is set to begin this drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Get there.
No!
No!
They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jerome Baker. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll run on first down. Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Oh, shit.
Throwing is Eason.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 20. Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, that center of gravity and strength. He's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
He's going to run it on the option. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking when they can all the way to the end zone.
Looks to throw on 3rd down. Mahomes, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
What's out of here?
Set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Eason. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Colts add on to their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
this one away, and off it goes. Fielded in the end zone. No effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
Oh my God.
Big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
Out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. It's Mahomes.
Shit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
First down is Mahomes. Flush to his right. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 34 yards there.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to let it go.
Oh, where?
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Eason to throw. And that could be too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Now it's 3rd and 5. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Let me fucking do something. Oh my God.
From the gun on third down. Eason is going to...
Bro, I thought you was fucking lagging. That's why I was. Oh my God.
I was lagging the whole fucking when I still fucking through it.
I was literally. I was about to call the
the
fucking timeout and everything. Oh my fucking goodness, bro.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, but not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might...
Out is the kickoff.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Eason. That's complete to Butler. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards.
23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. first opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking downfield for Kemp. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Eason. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Down and 10.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Eason. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A 2-yard pick.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. 1st down after 1st down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal. Nice job regrouping. Very impressive.
Eason going to try and throw for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First down, Chiefs.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
They find some open field here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. 99 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last drive, They were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. This is Hines. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They just had to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Jacob Eason. Open man, Butler complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Oh, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun is Eason. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 35-yard line. Eason. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Kansas City.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's Eason off the play fake. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Eason sets to throw it. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll try the left side. Hines. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken at the 15, a short kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
39-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
And the first down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pass intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
At the 24-yard line.
Past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Busker to kick off for Kansas City.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They run again with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
There he goes again. Schwab, there he goes left side. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes throws for 40 yards.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan. But now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost them.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Open man completes it to Butler. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Second down, here's Eason. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Mahomes now to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll lead here to a third down. And again, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40.
Bring in the second
the 20. 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Kansas City.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The ball carrier.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Mahomes pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.